as age-related cognitive decline, ADHD and the effects that Lumansky could have on that, interventions for PTSD, and the relationship between physical exercise and Lumosity. There's 15 completed peer-reviewed research on the efficacy of Lumosity training, and one that interested myself is the effect of training and training your executive function, so the working memory, the attention, things like that that Lumosity goes over, and its effect on human or emotional regulation. This study was stemmed from the neuroanatomical model that suggests that brain regions involved in executive functions underlie the ability to engage emotion and mood regulation strategies. So this hypothesis is that training these executive functions could help regulate your mood, and training those executive functions would have a positive effect on that. So this was a 30-day study involving 26 college-age students like yourselves, half of which played Lumosity's games for 30 minutes a day, and the other half played just random computer-based games that weren't executive function-based, also for 30 minutes a day, and that was the control group. Each participant underwent a post and pre-assessment of their ability to regulate their emotions that involved watching negative pictures, and they were cued to reduce how negative they feel by focusing more on the less negative parts of the picture. And it counted how many, the number of eye gazes they had on the less negative zone, and that really said that, that they were able to control their regulations. So results showed that the training group had positive impacts on emotional regulation, which supports the hypothesis. And I mean, the other group, it didn't really say what their outcome was, but it was positive, and it was notable that the difference was positive for regulating emotion. So what does this have to do with abnormal psychology? Can you tell me what training these executive functions to regulate emotion would help with psychology at all?
Holding back certain neurocognitive disorders, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, regulating stress, really. I mean, everything that we've studied this semester, stress has a major factor in the development of psychological disorders. So if we had another way to train how we can regulate our stress, then it's possible that we could reduce or prevent psychological disorders. But, I mean, obviously the link between that does not support that idea, so there would have to be more studies done.
Correlation doesn't mean causation.
Correct.
Statistics. Okay, well, I looked at an article about how Lumosity improved cognition in general across the ages. As we get older, our brain's ability changes, and most of you by now have to know how it kind of changes. What do you think? If you look at that graph, I hope you can see it all, but say cognition, speed, and everything. I should have said cognition here. Just and age from 0 to 100. How do you think, kind of in the graph?
It goes up and stabilizes.
Like that?
Well, it goes up kind of about double age. It starts to stabilize.
And like that?
Sort of like that, yeah.
Well, I kind of agree with you, but right here I think you have to do something about it to stabilize it, because it kind of goes up to a certain age. Well, say here, about 40, I will give it, and it kind of slows down. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. And especially if you have diseases, it's way
That's boring.
way down dramatically. So, well, what Lumosity is trying to do and prove with their experiments is that actually that can be changed.